Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm wherever you are in the world. I'm not even sure about my body clock right now. I think it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in California, really sunny California. But my body clock's about 10 o'clock, I think, UK time in the evening. So I'm a bit tired, a bit jet lagged. But I am here for Chelsea's pre-season tour of the United States of America. And we're starting off in Santa Clara. I'm just outside Santa Clara actually, but not too far from where Chelsea play their opening match of the pre-season tour on Wednesday against Wrexham at the Levi Stadium. We've literally just had the squad announced to us, the 28-man squad, not so long ago, and yeah, a couple of surprises. I'll talk about them sort of individually. I'll leave the big one until a bit later, and that is of course Trevoh Chalobah, but we'll start with Alfie Gilchrist, and you know, a real sort of success story, I guess you can say, from the Chelsea academy last season. Under Mauricio Pochettino, he really made a name for himself, coming on as substitutes, making cameo appearances for the first team, doing a really splendid job in doing so. Endeared himself to a lot of Chelsea fans, but he's not been included in the squad to come to the States. There are a lot of defenders, to be fair, and I think the main reason is, and as I reported over a month ago now, Chelsea are looking to loan him this summer. Plenty of championship interest for the defender, namely Leeds United, who have expressed to Chelsea their sort of keenness to take him on loan. And yeah, so that looks like that'll be happening. He's been training with the development squad now for the last sort of couple of weeks since the Chelsea player's been returning, so I guess in that regard no major surprise. Then you got Omari Kellyman, who I believe is injured. I just spoke to someone close to him. He is injured, just a small injury. I think he had it from his time at Aston Villa, so it's not one he's picked up at Cobham, but one he sort of brought along with him. Georgia Petrovic too, he's got a minor injury, so he may well join up with the squad later in the tour. Sorry, it's just really hot here. It's like 32 degrees now. Starting to get a bit of a sweat on. Just walking through the streets, really. Not a whole lot to see. Hotel I was in, not too close to anything of note, but just a lot of sort of busy main roads, and just sort of getting to grips with the United States now. And it really is this particular part is really nice. Some really nice views of some mountains in the background. Hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit more of them sort of over the next few days, but not too close to them right now. And yeah, back to the football. We'll talk about Trevoh Chalobah. Yeah, where to start on that, really? I mean, surprising. Yes and no, because we sort of know Chelsea have been open to, they want to sell him. He's seen as someone who is expendable, and whether or not you agree with that, I personally don't, because I thought he did such a splendid job, you know, from sort of mid-February when he came back last season. I'd say Chelsea's best central defender, and I don't think there's going to be too many arguments against that. But the club are open to selling him because he of course comes under the pure profit umbrella, and that, I guess, you can see as the main reason why he hasn't been chosen. They have got a lot of central defenders, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Wesley Fofana, don't get me wrong, and obviously Tosin Adarabioyo, who's just signed. But yeah, really disappointed not to see Trevoh Chalobah. I thought maybe that sort of 3-month cameo from him towards the end of last season would have shown sort of senior officials at Chelsea that the talent he has, but it looks like it's not to be. And I mean, that's the biggest hint we're going to get, I think, that Chelsea do want to sell him this summer. It seems near impossible that someone who doesn't go on a pre-season tour would be anywhere sort of near the squad for the opening game of the season against Manchester City, unless you know, under a month away now. So really disappointed for him, I guess. I know he loves Chelsea and wants to make it at Chelsea, but probably one where he needs to look for other options as well. And he won't be short of suitors. We've known about interest in him for, you know, years now, really. There's been so much speculation around his future every window, so he'll get a good move if he does leave, and it does very much look like he will leave. So yeah, not too much to do today. Now I've done a bit of work. I'm just sort of enjoying the sunshine at the moment, just having a walk. I think it's 32 degrees. Lovely, not a cloud in the sky. Lovely here. Trying to get a bit more of a tan. But tomorrow is when the sort of business really starts. We've got an open training session, which myself and a few other journalists have been invited along to, in Santa Clara. So that should be really interesting, and it'll be, you know, a first chance to meet some of the new players who have come to America with the squad. And of course Enzo Maresca, really looking forward to seeing him, listening to him speak, and that of course brings me on to the press conference, which will be after sort of 3 hours after. I think it's 4 p.m. it's scheduled for here in Santa Clara, so that should be about, I believe, midnight in the UK. So those of you night owls who like staying awake and are very keen to hear from your new head coach, then yeah, please do stay tuned to Football.London. I will be running a live blog, trying to bring you every word, and then I'll be releasing the full transcript as and when. So yeah, I really look forward to that. Be very interesting to see some of his takes on the players after working with them for a few weeks. And of course we're going to have a lot of questions about transfers. It's, you know how it goes in the summer. I'm sure he'll be very tight-lipped on that, because he won't want to add too much speculation. I'm sure he'll be asked about Trevoh Chalobah as well. My job now is to try and think of some questions to ask him that, you know, others won't think of, and I'll be trying to do that over the next few hours, really. But yeah, I mean, really nice start personally to being in the US. Lovely sunshine. I had a Burger King earlier today because it was right opposite my hotel, and I had a lot of work to do, and I was just really hungry, so had that. So, you know, not too different from the UK, so I'm not really indulging in the culture so far, but I plan to do so over the next few weeks. But yeah, I mean, thank you for tuning into the video, and as I said, you can keep up to date with everything that happens during Chelsea's pre-season tour right over on Football.London, or alternatively, or as well as, follow me on X at BobbyVincentFL. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Goodbye.